Holy moly. We're live again. He's done it again. Welcome, folks. We're doing some Power BI today. I love Power BI. It's my favorite thing. Oh, I almost love Copilot agents more now. No, could never say that. I need to share my screen. I need to share my screen. It is my left screen. Is that the right one? That one. Share. Hello. What looks best? Should I overlay the screen? Oh, no, I should be on the. Oh, that's no good. No, we don't want that. No, no, no. Yes, let's do that. It's good to see you all. I have not been doing live stuff for 6 months, and so I'm a bit rusty. I'm a bit out of shape. Well, I'm out of shape. We all know I'm out of shape, but yeah, a bit rusty. So forgive me. I tried StreamYard. I'm going live on LinkedIn and YouTube at the same time. I don't know which one you're watching on, but hey, if you're out there, let me know. But if you're in the future watching this, welcome future people as well. I'm sure you're having a great day. I hope you are. Today, we are rebranding some reports and also just fixing them because I don't like them. Well, I can't say I don't like them. I just don't think they're as effective as they could be. I don't know. I went through a dark mode phase and then I asked my whole team to build some reports. And I think we got mixed results. It's different people built different reports. Some of them are pretty good. Some of them are eh. And I just want to rebrand all the reports for Dear Watson Consulting. We're going to rebrand them all. So we have to rebrand our reports. I thought this would be an interesting thing to share because I'll talk a lot about data visualization and no one else, I could try and get other people to do it, but they're busy. I need to do it myself. I need to fix my website. We're rebranding. There's lots of exciting news coming up about that. I might even tell you about it in this session because I might as well tell you what's happening in the world of Dear Watson. But that's what we're up to today. So you can see here on this website, I've got CRM report. And if we click view dashboard, it opens Power BI. It's published to web embedded report. Good old published to web. What would we do without it? And you get this report and it's dark mode and it has a calendar and it has a pie chart. And, I love pie charts. And it doesn't flow very well and it's dark mode. There's lots of problems that we can fix. So lots of fun things we can fix. It's another page. Some of them will be broken. I think maybe we fixed them in 2024. It looks like we fixed them. February 2024, they went through a bit of a fix. I might have problems with finding all the data sources again. I don't know how this is going to go, but I'm hoping that I can just redo the front end and that the model's pretty good. Because if my team worked on it, it should have a semi-decent model, I would hope. It's just the front end that needs a bit of work. And we're out of our dark mode phase. We're going back into light mode. I don't know. There's a few things to do here. All right. That's the plan today, folks. That's the plan. So if you're here and you're saying want to say hello, then say hello. Let me know where you're from. Just put it in the comments or in the chat or in the whatever, and then it'll pop up on my screen. It's great. StreamYard's amazing. Pie charts take up so much space for the information that they give. I agree, Richard. They do take up so much space for the information that they give. Not a big fan of pie charts. We'll talk about pie charts, I'm sure, because I might keep some pie charts for a particular reason. Pie charts are back in vogue as well, by the way. They're not. They were pilloried for years. Everybody would say, all the data viz people were like, no pie charts ever. But now there's arguments. They have their purpose. That's right. They have their purpose. That's what Sam says. Hey, look, I can put your comments up on the screen as well. How cool is this platform? So you're famous now, Sam. If you haven't been here before and you don't know who I am, my name's Greg Nash. I'm a data platform MVP. I'm based in Melbourne, Australia. I have been doing Power BI for 10 years. It's the birthday. Happy birthday, Power BI. It's the 10-year birthday of Power BI, and I have been doing it for that long, since it came out, the day. I run the local user group in Melbourne, please come and join us. If you haven't joined us before, we'd love to see you. We've got something coming up on the 31st of July. Kavi, I think, is presenting on data model optimization, and there will be beer and pizza. Why would you not come to that? So that's in Melbourne. Look it up. It's on Meetup, Power BI Melbourne, or Fabric, Microsoft Fabric and Power BI Melbourne on Meetup. I've probably got it here open somewhere. But anyway, we need to fix this report. This is the report we're doing today. It's called the pipeline report, which I think it's called the CRM report in the front end there. All right. If I hit escape, is it gonna? I have to go to my Power BI. So this is where they live. They live in my Power BI tenant. It's called, in a workspace, called website-prod. That's how I know it's the prod website thing. And there's a data flow example in here as well for some reason. And it's a CRM report. It's this one right at the very top. I'm going to download the file, have a look at it, see if we can fix it. How are you live on LinkedIn, says Brad. StreamYard, Brad, get on it. It's pretty good, StreamYard.com. It is very, very good. Okay. Oops, sorry. Oh, look, I already downloaded the report. I just have to open it. Wait, why? What? Oh, the report is opening over here. Oh, we missed the opening. Hang on a second. We have to do that again. We need Power BI in the right spot. I wanted to talk about the little intro that Power BI does these days for the 10-year anniversary of Power BI. 10 years, can you believe it? Absolutely flown for me. I remember when I was just learning how Excel, Power Pivot, Power View. Who remembers Power View? Shout out if you love Power View. And what else was it? Performance Point. It was all SharePoint based. It was Silverlight. Oh, Silverlight was so horrible. Oh my gosh. I'm so glad that I remember. Well, I was like, please let them move it to HTML5. My gosh, Silverlight was so bad. If you don't remember what Silverlight was, it was a Microsoft Flash player in SharePoint. That's the best way I can describe it. I don't even know if that's technically correct. I'm sure there's like a Silverlight guru on here who's like, actually, Silverlight was this, but no, I hated Silverlight. All right. Here is the report. Hang on. I just want to open Power BI one more time, just so we can see the magic of Power BI's new opening. Where is that? Downloads. Downloads. Okay, is it going to open on the correct screen this time? Please do. Otherwise, I'll move it over. Oh, here it is. Look, there's the old logo, then the newer logo, then the newer logo, and then the owl, Henry the owl. I love that. Is it Henry? I think his name's Henry. Roger, Henry, something like that. Henry the Dara owl. All right. Anyway, I've had my fun. Okay, here's the report. Beautiful. It's got it's got a question in it. So following Greg's rules of Power BI, at least we're answering a question. What does our pipeline look like? CRM report, and then here's how many opportunities we've got, and then here's a pie chart, and then here's the different products, and then here's the accounts by estimated revenue. It's like it's not terrible. It's not terrible, but does it represent everything I'm about when it comes to Power BI? Like, I'm the Power BI guy. Well, I'm not the Power BI guy, but I'm a Power BI guy. And I'm the Power BI unicorn. I'm the only one that claims that title still, I think. I need to share the correct screen. Yeah, I know. Oh, wait. Why is that not updating? I thought I was sharing my window. Sorry. Thanks for the update. See, I told you I was rusty. Okay, hang on a second. Remove, add a new screen. Stop screen. Oh my gosh. I am really rusty. Share screen. Entire screen. Left screen, share. I've been talking about all that stuff. Thanks, Harsh. Look, everybody's telling me, Richard, hey, your screen, get your screen right, bro. Sorry about that. Feels like a walk down memory lane. There it is. Thank you. Thank you, Sam. Thanks, folks. Here is the report. Here is the question that I was talking about. It's very dark mode. I did like dark mode phase. When do you use dark mode? We spoke about this at the meetup a little while ago with Kerry Kolosko, and she was like, "What do you mean you don't like dark mode?" And I was like, "It was you that told me not to use dark mode." But it wasn't. She didn't really tell me not to use dark mode. She just made a case for it, not that people don't like it as much as light mode. And you know what? I agree with her. I think you can use it when you're looking at it on a screen. Like if you're doing call board statistics and it's up on a TV, it looks nice. That looks good. If you're not doing that, then like just use so much ink when you print it. You know, like look at this button, prep data for AI. Man, I cannot wait for some of this stuff that's coming out in Power BI. All right, so we have to, first thing we're going to do is we're going to fix the dark mode. Oh, we'll look at the data model. Does it look good? Oh, thank goodness. Thank goodness the the data model's okay. Okay, what do we have? Calendar, teams, products, accounts, orders, sales, and international accounts. Ooh, which are a type of account with a one-to-one relationship. That's unusual to see in one of our data models, but anyway, the old one-to-one. And look, calendar's got two dates: created date and close date. If any of my team are watching and you built this report and I'm here ragging on how it looks, I apologize, but I do appreciate very much that you built a good data model. That's all I really care about, to be honest. That's all I really care about. We'll make it look good. This process is called Gregification, where we Gregify a report. Although, to be fair, I might have built this report. There's some hallmarks that look like me. Anyway, so I'm going to click this button. Oh, look at that. There goes dark mode just in one click. We're back to traditional Power BI blue. The accessible default. Quite like a, I tell this to people, I quite like an accessible neutral. An accessible neutral is a nice theme. I like neutrals in my charts for many reasons, but we'll go back to default for now. We do have a color scheme. We do have a color scheme that we want to follow. And so we're going to follow the color scheme of, it's the new Microsoft. So Microsoft have just been doing all their MCAPs, FY26 rah stuff, and they've got a whole new, they have all of the logos of all the things, and I want to use that as the color scheme. So we'll get rid of the Dear Watson logo. We've got a title, we've got a subtitle. All right. We need to fix some things here. We need to fix some things. All right, so we're going to go left justified. This question's kind of important. I want it to stand out a little bit more. Stand out. It's very light. Let's make it this color. And let's make this color. Blue. So there's no point even trying to, like, I know I'm started to click around, but actually there's no point even starting to build this report until we have a plan. We need a plan, folks. I'm going to open up Whiteboard because everybody knows I like drawing stuff on a whiteboard. So we need to think about information relevance here and what is the most important number, and then how do we make it, oh, this is too confusing to look at. There's too many numbers on the screen, etc., etc. All the things that we always think about. So the questions I need to answer: who is the audience? And there's some questions around that. And I'm going to use the Power BI checklist, you know, like I love that checklist. And I'm going to say, what questions might they have? W, Q, M, they have? WQMTH, what questions might they have? And then what visualizations answer the questions? Viz. Okay, I know what I mean. Who is the audience? What questions might they have? And what visualizations should we use to answer those questions? And that will give us an idea of information relevance. So here's the important number, 23. And then how can we break up that number by various dimensions? And then how can we provide details of that we can see down the track? And we're going to use that classic hierarchy of information relevance. High level numbers. And I've seen this is called lots of different things. Actually, I think Kurt Bueller has got a really good article on it. It's called 3 seconds, 30 seconds, 300 seconds, I think he calls it. I'm going to find the article because I want to make sure I shout out Kurt because he does so much good work for everybody. And it might be SQL BI. It will be SQL BI. 30, 300 rule. Something like that. But it's not the one, the environmental one, urban planning one. It's the Power BI one. Hang on. Power BI. 330, 300. Here we go. Hey, there's a. Here it is. There's a YouTube video from Kurt, but there's an actual data goblins, I'm pretty sure, or a SQL BI thing. Oh, here it is. SQL BI. If you want to learn about this rule, this is, and to be fair, there's lots of different people, like there's a history of this rule. It's not just, it comes from, like, I've seen it in like Tufty books and all sorts of things, is like this concept of having high level and then next level and then next level. But this is a great article on it, sqlbi.com, and then check out this article on the 3 second, 30 second, 300-second rule around laying out your Power BI reports. There's a bunch of detail. I'm not going to go through it. I just want to make sure I shout it out. That's what I'm going to use. I'm going to use that rule. So who is the audience? What questions might they ask? What viz? Then we have numbers, high level numbers. Here's our high level numbers. We're going to go down to breakdown, and then we're going to go down to detail. Does it follow the rule right now? Let's go back to the report. Nope. Where's the high level number? Oh, actually, these are invisible. Maybe it sort of does. Let's fix these first. Right. Fixing. The call out value. The color is wrong. There we go. And then format painter. Bang. Now, is it double click or shift click? No. Is it control click? No. I thought you could. Maybe that's only in Word. Can't you double click on format painter and then it paints everything? Anyway, what do I know about how Microsoft technology works? Right. I've lost you guys. Hang on. Oh. Hey, someone posted the link in the chat. Thank you. I'm just here for the smooth sounds of Nash narration and witness the Gregification in real time. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Nice to see you. Smooth sounds. All right. Where's me report? Okay. Pipeline report time. What does our pipeline look like? Okay, so we're kind of following the rule because we got like the top level data and then we go down and then we're down. Problem with this is I feel like there's too many. We're not answering a specific question. It's too generic. I don't like pie charts. This is too detailed. This is not enough detail. These should be swapped around. You know, like there's a bunch of things we can do. Why are the filters over here? This is the most important part. There's a thing called a Z pattern. You start top left, and then in Western cultures, we read left to right. So we start over here. That's the most important number. This one. Is that right? Is that the most important number? I don't know yet. And then go this way and then go down there. And then this is at the end. So that's why I want the detail at the end, because you take your 300 seconds or whatever, your breakdowns before that. But then all of these filters, they shouldn't be here. They should be like away somewhere. Get away, filters. We want important information here. So there, anyway, I've rearranged everything now. It's all broken. We're going to have to fix it. It's already looking better though, I think. Okay, so I don't think what does our pipeline look like, pipeline report. I don't think that's good enough. What we want to know is who is our audience. We're going to use AI. Let's use AI to help us, because I always use AI to help me do stuff like this. All right. Hopefully ChatGPT is gonna cooperate. Should I use Copilot? Should I use ChatGPT? Am I still in love with ChatGPT or Claude or Copilot? I don't know. I don't know what to do. Let's just use ChatGPT. Hey, Chatty. Hey, Chatty. You are a marketing person, marketing executive, and you want to design a dashboard for your pipeline. What are the key questions you might ask? Can we get away with something as simple as this? Okay, as a marketing executive, the goal is to keep your finger on the pulse of lead flow, conversion health, and ROI. Pipeline health and flow. How many leads do we have at each stage of the pipeline? A much better question. So instead of asking, what does our pipeline look like? We want to know how many leads do we have at each stage of the pipeline. See how useful AI is? Why do you guys not use AI? I can't believe it. It's bloody awesome. All right. This is literally not a single person on this chat probably is not using AI. Oh, someone said Copilot. All right. All right. I'm going to use Copilot from now on. Um, how many leads? It would have got the same, pretty much the same result. Okay. How many leads do we have at each stage of the pipeline? Now this starts to make sense, right? Because now I'm like, oh, I've got 8,000 at the opportunity stage. I've got 2,000 in progress. I've got 62% won. Okay, not quite yet. So we want to see how many leads do we have at each stage of the pipeline. So that's the first question. I'm going to duplicate this page. What was the second question? Where are leads stalling or dropping off? Interesting. Wonder if we can answer that question, but we'll find out. Do we lose them? This is going to be called, I renamed the pages because how many leads? It's just something like a short version of the question I'm trying to answer. It's a little, I don't know if it's a trick. Where are leads stalling or dropping off? That's going to be in 16 font. Okay, that's the second question. I'm just going to start deleting stuff. We don't need all this yet. We can always bring it back. Don't panic. It's all there. Oh, much better. Oh, I feel like my brain has stopped being overwhelmed already. Where are the leads stalling or dropping off? And look, there's this nice last refresh. We always want to keep a last refresh. We love that. So we'll keep that there. That was refreshed on the 2nd of February 2024. So it's very current. How many leads do we have at each stage of the pipeline? And then what was the third question? What's our average lead velocity time in each stage? That's a great question. See how good AI is? Just amazing. I don't like that when I paste, hey, people from Microsoft who are watching, you know how like you lose the formatting when you go back to the start of the text? Like it's the most annoying thing ever. What am I talking about? So see how I'm like here and I'm like, oh, actually I want to change this, right? But I'm typing and it's in 16 font. Well, I want to change it. So I hit backspace, 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 bang. And then I start typing and it's in 10 font. Why does it do that? Log a bug, someone. Someone tell Microsoft. I need to fix that. Should stay in 16 font. Look, it did it again. 16. Oh, then I have to highlight it. See how many clicks I have to do? Paper cuts, people. Paper cuts. Claude is great. It wrote a full breakdown with tables and charts in Python. Yeah, well, yeah, that's right. I mean, we won't be doing this for too much longer. Claude will just do it for us, especially if we like connect it to like an MCP server and you've got like Fabric and Power BI semantic model there. That's a whole other conversation that we're going to do in several weeks' time when I fixed all these reports. What's our average lead velocity time in each stage? That's a great question. Okay, so we're going to rename that lead velocity. Does my data support this? I don't know. I just really like the questions and I want to be able to answer them. And then what I'll do is I'll just make up some data because it's a. Thanks, Zoe. Zoe's from Microsoft. She said, okay, she's going to fix it. Thanks, Zoe. Legendary. Love Zoe. Awesome. See, this is why we do live on LinkedIn Lunch and Learn, because then people can actually watch and actually get things done. We're getting things done. I think that's plenty of questions for us to answer. I know there was more, and to be honest, I really want to be able to. Okay, what's our lead to customer conversion rate? That's a really good question too. See, AI is pretty smart. How does conversion rate vary by source, campaign, or persona? We don't have that data, but that's cool. Campaigns and channels. Yeah, see, ideally in a CRM, so this is a CRM report. So we're in marketing we're running campaigns and then we got to think about the process. This is a good tip as well. If you're looking at like whiteboard, back to whiteboard, figure out the process. Process is key. It's like the most, I don't know if it's the most important thing. It's one of the most important things. The questions, the process, this is what you need to know when you're building reports. Because like I need to get inside the head of a marketing person and be like, okay, I've got leads coming in. I need to know telemetry on like the pipeline, how many is in each stage. We've already asked that question. But then which campaigns and then which campaigns are successful. Like I'm just a lowly data analyst. I don't know anything about marketing. So you have to be able to, I know a lot about marketing, but you, you, you have to be able to get inside the head of the business stakeholder that you're working for. And the way to do that is to get them to ask questions and know their process. That's the secret to Power BI. You want to make awesome Power BI, that's what you do. All right. Cool. Let us figure this out. Okay, so I've got a bunch of visuals on the page here. I'm just probably, what am I going to do? I'm just going to duplicate this page over here, but I'm not going to use it. Right, just in case I need it. Now, my computer did crash earlier today, so I do hope that it doesn't crash while I'm doing this. I reckon 30 minutes. Can I get one of these pages done? Can I get 2 pages done in 30 minutes? Man, that would be really hard. You'd have to be pretty good at Power BI to get it that done that quickly. All right. I want to see like lead pipeline. So I think my numbers across the top should be like my lead pipeline from left to right. So that's like the process. And then a breakdown. So here's one loss. Here's the stage, one lost and in progress. Is that the only stages we have? Sales pipeline, deal stage. Yep. One loss and in progress. Do we have lead pipeline? No, we just have orders and products. Okay. All right, so we'll just have to do that. How many leads, well, how many opportunities? Because it's not a lead report, it's an opportunity report. There is kind of a difference. Opportunities. Of course, I spelt it wrong. Opportunities. Do we have it at each stage of the pipeline? Okay, so this is total opportunities. Now it starts to make sense, right? And then we want 1, 2, 3, the 3 numbers of the pipeline. That'll be the next thing. Put these down here for now. I want this to be a nice big number because this is the most important number. Top left. Visual call out value. Bigger, 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 bigger. Okay, too big, too big. Okay, smaller, smaller. Okay, that's enough. All right. Um, let's get this nicely lined up. Now, okay, let's talk about borders, right? And I've got to put a border on this thing. Why do I like a border? Because then the way I can organize it, it's not. If I put a border on all of this, then you'll see how messy it is really quickly. So borders are great, but you make a border too much. It's easy to make it too much. See that? That's too much. Why is that too much? Because it's too dark. We want a light, very light border around our things. Visual border, color, the lightest possible blue. Yeah, the blue doesn't. I don't like the blue. Click on the thing. Border, visual border. Gray. Too dark. 99% of Power BI is literally just selecting colors of things. All right. Seems to be these days. Right, there we go. You can maybe even barely see that. Hi, Sumanth. How are you? Nice to see you here. Welcome. Okay, we've got 8,000 opportunities. Control C, Control V. Then we want to know how many opportunities by stage. So we're going to have one lost and in progress. So I'm going to filter this by stage, this one. So I have to add stage in. Do I have my zoom tool enabled? Probably not. Hang on. Where's my zoom it? There it is. Awesome. All right, folks, we're zoomable. Okay, so I need to, over here, I need to add in the stage in here. So I've got to go to this sale pipeline, find the stage, which is sales deal stage, sales pipeline deal stage. Oh, there it is. This one. Okay, so click on this one, go over here, click on this one, bring it into here. Because we only want to filter and we only want to show those that are one. That one. Okay. And then we say in our little title here, now this is total opportunities. We rename it for the visual. So in here, we're going to right click on this and then we rename for the visual and we say not for that visual because that was the wrong visual. This one, rename for the visual and say total 1. 8,000 opportunities, 3,001. Now 3,001 is less important than 8,000 opportunities, I think. So I'm just going to knock it back just a little bit. Just going to knock it. When I say knock it back, I mean change the color to be slightly less dark. Just a little bit. And then maybe just make it a tiny bit smaller. So now see how the relevance of this is now higher than that because it's a little bit lighter and a little bit smaller. That's what I'm doing there. That's my thinking. I'm going to make these a little smaller too, like that. Okay, it's looking good. All right, let's put the next stage in. Now, all these stages are about equal importance. So now all I have to do is go here and change the deal stage to the next one. In progress, and then change the value. I mean, what is that? The call out category label. No, rename for this visual. That's what I'm doing. So many places I can change the thing. In progress. That changes the little label down here. I'm happy with these labels. They're kind of light. I want them to be easy enough to read so that they don't hurt your brain if you're trying to read it, but not overtaking the number. That's the thinking here of why is this label here so light? I think it's just about right. I maybe could bring it, I probably wouldn't make it any darker, but I might make it bigger if I want to make it easier to read. So I'm using size there rather than contrast to make it easier to read. Opportunities, total 1, in progress. Okay. One more is going to be my closed. Lost. Now, lost is bad So I'm going to use a different color. So we use color to say, well, something's bad, if something's bad or good. And so I'm going to say make lost red, and we'll rename this one. And this is like total lost. Here's something that I think about way too much. Should I call this total lost or just lost or lost opportunities? Which one do you prefer, Fabric Data Engineer or Power BI developer as AI is developing? I would say probably Fabric Data Engineer. But, oh no, actually, okay. You know what is going to be the important skill? Semantic modeling. AI needs semantic modeling. So that's the skill. So I'm answering this question. Sorry, I digress. Thanks, Sumant, for the question. Semantic modeling is the thing that you're going to need. So actually, Power BI, I would argue, Power BI analysts are better at semantic modeling than data engineers, because data engineers don't do it as much than as Power BI developers do semantic modeling all day, every day, because they're always building these little data models here. And so they've got a good idea of why you need it to be this way, like why this relationship has to be like that, all that kind of stuff that happens in the Power BI world more than in the Fabric world. I think data engineering will be heavily commoditized by AI, and I think maybe front end design, I don't know. But they'll all just read Kurt Bueller's article on 330, 300, and then and then be able to be able to do it themselves. I don't know, and maybe even the semantic modeling piece as well. But that's like art versus science. Like I think there's an art to good semantic modeling. So if you are going to focus on a skill and you're worried about AI in the short term, at least, I think semantic modeling is going to be the big skill, and you're going to have unlimited work doing this for AI for the next 5 years or so. And then AI is going to figure out to do it, and that's fine. We'll come up with something else to do. Hopefully by then, I'll be retired. No, I won't be, but yeah. Analytics engineers, yeah, something like that. As AI agents are creating dashboards, so what's the future of Power BI? I think Power BI, I think there is a future for, so AI agents are terrible at creating dashboards like this right now. Like they can create like a basic kind of dashboard, but they don't create anything really, really good yet. Will they eventually? Probably, of course they will. I think Power BI will have its place. I don't know whether it's like, I don't even know how the interaction is going to work. Like AI is like a whole new front end. So is it you just use Claude or whatever, and then Claude does all the visualization dynamically? I feel like that's too much. Like where we're getting a lot of success with the AI and agents is building specific agents for specific purposes, not like these big general kind of LLMs that just can do anything because they do nothing well almost, So there'll be specialized agents that can build cool dashboards, I guess. And will they use Power BI as that technology? I don't know. And then how will the licensing work? I don't know. Like, it's all up in the air. It's a very strange time. But in the meantime, I don't think there's any like there's this huge backlog, a tail of people that haven't nowhere near catching up to. They're not even doing Power BI yet. They're doing like PDF like dot matrix printing stuff. So don't worry, you'll have a job if you learn Power BI and Fabric. You will have a job for ages. It's no danger anytime soon. All right. What did I say? Total 1 in progress, total lost. Opportunities, total 1 in progress, total lost. How many opportunities do we have at each stage of the pipeline? This many. Perfect. Answers the question. I'm happy to proceed. I want to slice and dice by accountant, sales agent. Sure. How does Bestallonian work? See, this is already cool. Okay. What about John, the sales agent? Boris. What have you been up to, Boris? Boris Faz has got 207 opportunities. 99 have been won, 56 in progress, 52 lost. And then, of course, we want to do some percent won. We can maybe do that in the breakdown. But just to round out our numbers, we'll put our percent won in here. 65% won. Now, probably, I was going to make lost red. I remember what I was doing. Man, I'm jumping all over the place. Sorry, folks. Okay. Call out value. We want the color to be bad, sad, red. Sad red. We'll find a nice red. Oh, that's not a nice red. That's a better red, like a kind of orangey. Oh no, that's very brown. Do I have to go full saturation red? Yeah, I do. I think I do, but not like crazy. Am I happy with that? Is it because the things clicked around it? Okay, let me think about this. Is the red too much? See the things that I pain myself over when I'm building a dashboard? Is that red too dark? Should we go, can we just go back like just a smidge? Problem, red's a really tricky color because like you make it a nice, like I like blood red, as you can see, like I like it dark red. But if you go back in saturation, then it kind of goes pink, and you're like, I don't want that. I want it to be this, but anyway, it doesn't make, yeah. God, the things we think about in Power BI, eh? Right, so I'm going to go back in saturation. That's going back this way on our little chart here. So I'm going back like this way. Oh, there we go. Okay, it's this middle ground of not too pink, not too dark, just dark enough. Okay, I feel like that's about it. That's about right. That's a good red. Be nice to have a color picker AI. Hey, um, oh, that's a good idea for a feature. Pay attention, Zoe. Like an AI. Surely they're looking at this. Like an AI theme. I mean, we can customize the theme, right? This needs to be AI, right? And then what I want to do is drop an image. I want to take my image and drop it in, and it just goes bang and picks all the colors out of that image and creates a hierarchy of colors. How good's that? Look at the negative, positive sentiment colors here. They're crazy. Anyway, I digress as always. All right, so we've got our top level. So this is the top level. This is our instant hit for the people that just want to answer this question. How many at each stage? Bang! It's right there. We're hitting them where they hurt. James says, how much value do you see in building a custom theme in Power BI? I love the SQL BI YouTube video, but it's turned out to be harder than I expected. Yeah, custom themes. I think it should be easier. I do use themes a lot, but I usually use it for corporate branding, right? I just build in like the default theme, and then I think about the customizing the theme later. And then yeah, there's tools out there, and like there'll be people who are like, come on, Greg, you should know my tool on xyz.com that has the awesome theme generation, but I don't know. Like I don't use a lot of those tools a lot. If I'm kind of customize the theme, I go in here. You see how much I paint over colors, right? I literally go in and pick each color like a Luddite. I don't have cool. I do use theme generator, like palette generator um, things like Cool Laws. That's my one that I go to. I love it. It's a really awkward name. Let's find it. Cool Laws. There it is. The super fast color palette generator app. This is great. Palette visualizer, accept the cookies, click on the palette visualizer or whatever. Okay, that's the new stuff. Thanks, Cool Laws. Thanks. Yep. Yep, I got it. Oh, there's an X up here. Thanks for your UI. All right. So you go start the generator and then you put in your favorite color. Here you go, oh, I love this green. And then hit the space bar and it generates, I just got to lock it. Okay, let's do it again. I love this red, lock it first, then hit the space bar and it generates colors for you that are complementary. And then you lock the ones that you like and then it gives you other ones and you're like, oh, that's cool. And then give me one more. Oh, that's cool. And then that's how you generate your palette. I like that. That's cool. But I don't, yeah, it's tough generating palettes and stuff because look at all the stuff you can change, right? And so there are tools out there, particularly for Power BI, where you can actually like change all the stuff, gives you demos of the report. It's really cool. But like I got to change this purple, got to change this pie chart. Got to make this pie chart look good. We don't need the pie chart anymore. We've got it up here. Do we need this pie chart? Does anyone want to see total one and then total one again by pie chart? Does that really matter to us? It does give us the breakdown in percentages. Do we care? Nah, pie charts are dead. All right. This doesn't sound like a DAX query view or direct lake thing. True. Okay. Yeah. Who do I? Anyway, we'll talk about. There's probably a person. Custom themes are great. It's new organizational themes. Yeah, there's the organizational themes feature. That's right. Organizational themes means you can have themes that disseminate across your whole organization. So you decide, and then everybody can have the same theme. I actually want to implement that with a customer that I'm working with at the moment. But I haven't tested that yet. I don't really know if it's any good, but I assume it's good. It should just work, I guess. Doesn't sound too complicated. Top 10 accounts by estimated revenue. Here's an interesting question. Is this question got anything to do with this thing? And the answer is no. So I am going to get rid of it. Because I want to answer this question. I want everything to be related to this question. This is related to that question. Total opportunities by product with nice graphics. I'm going to put that there because it's pretty detailed. So I just got to fill up the rest now. Oh, I've got 13 minutes to fill up the rest with cool things. It's good and super easy to do. That's awesome. The Copilot theme is there in the list. Oh, I don't know. Is it? Is there a Copilot theme? Is this some kind of super feature that I'm not supposed to know about? I don't know. What did someone? Okay, Sam says, and there was a like on it. So hey, Sam says red makes sense if total one is green. Okay, I want to talk about this. Do you know why I'm not making total one green? It's got to do with accessibility, people. Because colorblind people, which are 5% of the population, so that's like 1 in 20 people, can't see the difference between green at that shade and red at that shade. It'll look exactly the same. But blue and red, they do see the difference. So it just is like a little accessibility thing. That's why I use blue and red and not green and red. But, you know, that's just a thing. Oh, bottom right. Wait. Oh. The purple shade is here. This is what Copilot builds your. We could get. Hey, we should get Copilot to build this report, Zoe. No, we're not going to do that today. We're going hard manual. None of this Copilot business. We want to keep our jobs. Look, Copilot puts this shady purple. Actually, I'm going to use the Copilot theme. I need to make some changes here. Look at this. It means that I need to make everything transparent background. But I'm going to pretend I'm Copilot. Because this is actually along the lines of the theme I wanted to use anyway. So that's great. Good call, Zoe. Thank you. Anyway, yeah. So that's the reason why I don't use green and red for my positive negative sentiment items. Oh, look at this. It won't snap to the because Boris is there. Hang on. Is it gonna help me by? Okay. So we got to do some background work here. The Copilot, does Copilot automatically set all your background to transparent? Like, oh, background off. Does look pretty fancy. Now people are going to think I use Copilot to build this, but I don't care. I don't care if I use AI. It's just this transition from blue to pink it's right on the edge of my of my tolerance, I have to say. Like, I don't like these kind of transitions, but anyway, all right. Okay, so now last refresh, so you can't read it properly anymore. So I have to make it darker. Oh dear. All right. Oh, we got the dark Copilot theme though. We can use it. We can use that one. Is that too dark? Because I'm in the purple section of the report, I have to make it purple or pink or whatever. This pink? Too pink. Ooh, too pink. I'm hoping this purple. Yeah, that's okay. That's readable. Have your custom theme files ever broken a report? I've never had a custom theme file break a report. Have I ever had a? I'm 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 very much into like getting in there and hacking the JSON. And so but has it ever broken a report? That's a good question. I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think so. Boris, how's Anna doing? Anna's got 433. Okay, so we got to turn off the background. Turn it off the background. Turn off the background. See, now they look nice. Do I want to turn off the background here? No, we'll leave that. Is this got drop shadow on it? Theme. It's got drop shadow. Oh, super subtle drop shadow. 0. Oh, do I want to keep? I have this like aversion to drop shadow. How does it look without the drop shadow is my question. The drop shadow is subtle enough that you almost could get away with it, eh? Nah, it's better with, oh, nah, it's better without. It's better without. I'm calling it. Humans rule. Oh, background off. That's even more interesting. Shadow off. No shadow, thank you. These Copilot trying to put drop shadow on everything. Rail against drop shadow. Okay. That's pretty good. It's looking pretty good. All right, we better make some visuals in the last 5 minutes, eh? So we want to see a breakdown. We're looking at pipeline by stage, and now we need to see it broken down by product. What are our things? By order, by date. We need to see the trend for each stage. Maybe that'll be next. What does it look like if I do total orders and then just get deal stage and throw it in there? Oops, not there. In legend. And then put it by date. Oh, that's not, it's ugly. It's ugly. Yeah, right. Because they're only getting a few deals. Oh, because this is just Anna. What does it look like? Ooh, pretty. Pretty ugly. All right. Um, not a fan. Not a fan. Not a fan. Still not a fan. I'd probably want. Do we want cumulative? Cumulative orders by deal. Okay, I'm leaving that for now because I'm running out of time, but we might fix that next week. Okay, what else have we got here? We've got accounts, employees. Oh, we want to see who are the top agents? Who's my like top 5 guys who and gals who sell? That's definitely what we want. See our percentage one. Do we care about percentage one or do we want total one? Let's go percentage one. Is that still how many opportunities we have at each stage? We want total one, I think. So we have total one, total lost, in progress, by, actually, let's get rid of that. It's too ugly. All right, by deal maker, sales agent, sales pipeline agent. Okay, yep. There we go. Darcel, he's the man. And Vicky LaFlame. Vicky LaFlame is the killer. All right. So this is total one by sales agent, and then we want to have. You know what's going to happen here is I'm going to build all of this, and then Zoe's going to say, "Hey, look, this is exactly what Copilot would have built," and then I'm going to be sad. Total lost. Total lost by sales agent. And then we make this red because it's total lost. Oh dear. Have too much fun, don't I? All right. Bar color. Recent colors. Red color. Vicky LaFlame. I feel like there's like a win-loss ratio. I don't know. What is the total won, total lost? Well, total lost is third in the mix, so we'll put in progress. In progress should be a different color. I like to make like my things different color. Like that, I don't want to confuse total won and in progress, so I want to make in progress a different color. So let's make it a different color. Visual call out value. Copilot orange. That's too negative. Purple. Purple's interesting. Purple's in progress is kind of like neutral. I want it to be a neutral color. It's like gray. Nothing's happened to it yet. So I'm going to use gray. All right. What do we think, folks? A funnel chart. Yeah. I'm thinking funnel chart as well. But the problem is we don't have a lot of stages, so it'll just have 3 layers. And so I don't know if it kind of makes sense. But anyway. So we've got our top 5 sales agents, and then top 5 lost, and then top 5 in progress. In progress we don't really care that much about in progress, do we? But we'll do it anyway for now because we're running out of time. Bars in progress is gray. Total lost is red. So Darshell is the winner across all fronts. And then here we can see at the bottom, we can see the breakdown by products. And maybe do we have any other? Total opportunities, total in progress, total lost, percent won, estimated revenue, actual revenue. Is there any other things we can put in for, let's look at the actual orders. Could we go down to even order level? If we turn this into like a matrix and then be like account. No, the model doesn't support it. All right, so there's our detail table. That's like right at the end. We've got one more thing to do. Oh, we got a count here. Oh, look, see how cool it gets? Just, okay, so we want opportunities by account. That'll do. And that's the dark blue color because it's opportunities. So I'm making the color of the number the same color as the color in the box up here so that it makes sense. Which is in bars. Which color is that? Ooh, do I need to copy it? If I say more colors and then just hit go and then go back, then it'll be in my history. Here's another thing for you, Zoe. I don't know if this is definitely not your area. I don't know, but I need to get this historical color. I had to do that little hack to get that color from there. I want to just be able to, I don't know, pick the color. I don't know. It's a color picker. That'd be nice. All right. Hey, folks, 1 minute to go. I finished a page. Is it better? The question is, after all of that work, is it better? I feel like it's more usable because I can click on all these people's names. I think I'm going to fix this next week. I don't like the 3 sales agent things, but I like by account and by sales agent. And then I can click around. Then I've got my little detail table here. We'll fix that too. It's getting there. It's getting there. Now, what did the old one look like? Is it actually better, or did we just waste our time? Let's go back to the original, which is here. This recording is on YouTube. It's also on. Why is that blank? Oh, because it's 2020. Oh, there we go. The recording, it's on YouTube. It's on LinkedIn as well. It's everywhere. So you'll be able to get access to the recording. No worries, Christine. And also you can watch it on demand on the platform that you're on, which is the StreamYard platform. Okay, there's the old one. There's the new one. It's flash between the two. Old pipeline report that doesn't answer a specific question and is confusing to look at. New pipeline report that specifically answers the opportunities we have at each stage of the pipeline. Oh, it's not bad. It's better. It's not. We're getting there. It does look very Copilot-y. I might need to fix that, but we're getting there. We're getting there. All right. Well, thanks, folks. It's been real. It's been real. It's lovely to be back. It's the end of lunchtime, so you have to go back to work now. So apologies for that, but have a great weekend and have a great week next week. And I'll be back next week sometime. I don't know. We're going to fix more reports. We're going to keep rebranding these reports. We've got lots to do. So I'm just going to keep doing that for a while and talking through visualization and all of my thoughts in building reports. And then, I don't know, hopefully you get something out of it. But yeah, thanks very much. And we'll see you next time, eh? Oh, share a link of the YouTube video. Okay, let me do that. I know I'm still live. Let me get the YouTube link and I'll pop it in the chat for you all. There we go. And then back to here. And then, oh, share a referral. Oh, no. There's the YouTube link. Oh, that went on StreamYard and on YouTube. Hopefully also on LinkedIn. I don't know. If you're on LinkedIn, then I'll post it on LinkedIn underneath the history. All right. Thanks all. Bye.